Hey, what's up everybody, and I just wanted to make my last video on this Megatron, at least for a while until I customize him, just to show off two alternate modes that you can get him into. So, the first mode, which we're going to be getting into here, is the gun mode. So, these alternate modes are pretty cool. So, first what you're going to do is just take off the cannon for right now, and leave that off to the side. And then what we're going to do is pretty much the same thing like the tank version, like putting it into the tank. So I'm just going to move the camera up there. Going to turn the head around, like so. And then what we're going to do is basically the same thing, which is lift that flap, put the hand in, like so. And same thing on the other side here. Again, make sure the fingers are on the palms of the hands, like that. And then just put them right in there, like so. And then we're going to undo this back part here and according that out. And then we're just going to flip that around like so. And we're going to pull out the nose cone piece for right now. And then we're going to rotate the waist so that way the front skirt is facing this side of the body. So it looks a little something like that. And we're going to lift that flap down, like so. Push that down. Make sure that's all looking like that. And then as for the leg, we're going to move it down, and we're going to rotate at the thigh. So that way the top of the thigh hits that part right there, and this will become the handle, like so, of the gun. Got it looking like that. Looks pretty good. There's some different ways you could put the handle if you want. You can have it a little more closer to the trigger and angle it like that to give it that kind of look there. Or you could move it backwards and just kind of have it a little bit better silhouette. So here we're going to take the other leg, and what we're going to do is lift that skirt piece up. I'm going to rotate at the thigh yet again, and this time we're going to bend at the knee. Before we do that, let's take this wing out, just straighten that out like so, and bend that foot as far as it'll go, and move it like that. And we're just going to lift that wing up, like so. And then we're going to place that skirt piece back down, so now you have the whole back of the gun. Then as for the arms, I'm going to accordion it out as far as you can, like so. And then what we're going to do is move the arms up, just like that. Move the arms up and in, like that. Rotate so that way the hole is facing on the outside, and then we'll swivel the bicep so that way everything rotates to the inside. And now we're going to take the cannon here, unaccordion that out like so, place it all the way up, and then rotate the barrel so that way the crosshair is facing upward, just like if you were putting it in tank mode. And then what we're going to do is bring the figure back around. We're going to peg it in like so, about like that. I'm going to angle it a bit so that way we can get the other arm attached. So let's bring that in, angle that, and do the same thing. Rotate the bicep there, rotate the forearm, and bend it in. And then we're going to peg it on in like so, and we are about done. So there is the gun mode for, it's a little unstable, but there's the gun mode that you can get them in, which actually works pretty well. It does not work that bad at all. And you see you got the trigger there and everything, and his head's kind of blocking it just a little bit. I'm trying to see, maybe can I move it back? I guess that's not gonna work. So I'm just gonna move that back. Maybe if I move the head forward, will that work? No, that won't work. Alright, yeah, there we go. So I just moved the head down just a little bit more. But yeah, there's the gun mode. I'm having trouble kind of showing it off. Let me just move the camera real quick and show. So here it is. There's the gun mode. It looks pretty good. Not too bad, actually. I think that works out pretty well. As you see, the skirt piece becomes the trigger. And that is pretty much it for the gun mode. Nothing too fancy, but it does look pretty nice and it is effective. So that works out pretty well for a gun mode. So going back into robot mode here, let's look at the concept art tank mode. Now what you're going to do is accordion out the cannon. Do the same things with the hands, just rinse and repeat. So we'll just put the hands back in the position as if we're going back into tank mode. So just put the hands back in there, close it up. Pretty much the same stuff. And there's going to be some small differences here from going into the normal tank mode. So what we're going to do is we're going to accordion this out like usual. Going to lift this up. Make sure you spin the head around like so that way the head's spun around. And then we're going to lift it up. We're going to take out the cockpit for the jet mode like so. And then we're going to push those in only a little bit, not all the way. And then we're going to rotate this down, and that will just sit on top of the front skirt plates. Just place it down like that, and then I will just work on the legs. I'm going to bend that wing, lift that up, untab this, lift the foot up, push down the feet, bring this back. There'll be a tab. You'll just tab that into the foot right there. And then we'll put the wing back down like so and just rest it there. And it's just going to stay there, but we have to pop out these treads too. Almost forgot. So we're just going to take these treads out. Come on. There we go. So now those treads are pushed out. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Wing tip up. Lift the wing. Push out and untab this tread piece, and then unpeg the shin, put the foot down like so, and then just tab it into the foot right there, and that looks all good. And then we'll just push together. These are actually bumping in, so I guess we'll just put these wingtips down, because that should work out just fine. And there's the front tank tread parts. Those will just sit right there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the arms. So for the arms, you're just going to accordion it down like so. And these are just going to rest right about there. So now that those are rested right there, I'm going to do the same on the other side, like so. And the only difference here is it has the cannon on it. So it'll look like that. And there's the concept art tank mode. So this is basically what the tank mode would have looked like if he was in the movie and he transformed. I think this looks like a little bit of a better Cybertronian tank than the mode they went with. The mode they went with was a little bit more on the stable end, but this one's definitely more accurate to what that concept art was. And it does, I think, look better in a lot of ways, because it fits along the lines of those concept art kind of modes and everything, and those Cybertronian looks. And here's a look at the actual concept art for it, so you can compare it with the figure. So that does look pretty accurate as far as it can get. You can rotate the legs in if you want like a different look. So that way like the top of the feet are on the outside of the tank mode. But I like to have the tank treads on the ground, so that's why I have mine like that. But that's it for this video. I'll see ya.